The Apothecary Diaries delivered an emotionally charged season finale with episode 22, Royal Guard, wrapping up several storylines while setting the stage for future developments. This episode delves deep into the complex family dynamics of the Sher clan, reveals Jincher's true identity, and shows Shersue's heartbreaking final act of rebellion against her family legacy. Through flashbacks and dramatic confrontations, viewers finally understand the tangled web of political marriages, abuse, and sacrifice that has defined these characters' lives. The episode opens with Shersui explaining to Mao Mao about her troubled relationship with her mother, painting a disturbing picture of family dysfunction. Father says mother wasn't like this in the past, but who knows? She's been the way she is from the day I was born, Shersui confides, describing how her mother bullies her sister and ladies-in-waiting. This conversation establishes the toxic environment that shaped Shersue's character and her determination to never become like her mother. When she compares her mother to an insect that devours her husband after giving birth, the metaphor reveals Shersue's deep fear of motherhood itself. I don't want to be like my mother, she declares, explaining why she previously took abortion medicine rather than becoming a parent herself. Mao Mao's internal observations provide crucial insight. Shersui refused to become a mother, enough to willingly take abortion medicine. That's her prime motivation. This reveals that Shersue's life choices have been fundamentally shaped by her determination to break the cycle of abuse she witnessed growing up. The conversation shifts to Shersue's sister Sui Rei, whom Shersui attempts to distance from the Sher clan by claiming they aren't truly blood-related. Yet Mao Mao immediately recognizes this as a protective lie, noting, when she makes this face, they look really similar. Shersui really loves her sister Sui Rei. The narrative takes a darker turn when Shersui brings Mao Mao to see sleeping children, asking cryptically, if these kids were insects, they'd have survived the winter, don't you think? Mao Mao's realization is devastating. Insects never survive the winter. They only leave behind their children. This metaphorical exchange leads to Mao Mao's understanding that Shersui doesn't intend to survive what's coming. Shersui won't be coming back anymore. Mao Mao realizes, confronting the reality that her friend is planning something drastic. In a poignant moment, Mao Mao mentally urges Shersui to flee with her sister and abandon all political obligations. Just throw it all away and escape with Sui Rei. Politics, your parents, the clan, just throw it all away. But Shersui remains resolute in fulfilling what she sees as her duty. When Mao Mao physically tries to stop her, Shersui firmly states, don't stop me. I have my own duties. I have my own pride. This exchange highlights the clash between Mao Mao's practical survivalist mentality and Shersue's sense of responsibility, shaped by her noble upbringing. The episode shifts to a flashback showing military preparations led by Jincher and Loken, Mao Mao's father, revealing their planned attack on the Sher clan stronghold. During this military council, we learn that the Sher clan has been manufacturing gunpowder weapons including cannons, making a direct assault dangerous. When discussing strategy, Loken suggests a plan to neutralize the gunpowder reserves before attacking, demonstrating his strategic thinking. Jincher agrees with this approach, stating, I want to minimize the damage, revealing his compassionate leadership style even in military matters. In another crucial flashback, we see Shersue's father reflecting on his past decisions. We learn that he married two women first, the exiled daughter of the late emperor Suirai's mother, and then his original fiancée Shenmei, Shersue's mother, who returned from the rear palace. This complicated family arrangement created the bitter dynamics that shaped Shersue's childhood. His reflections are interrupted by the sound of an explosion, as we learn that Shersui has set fire to the gunpowder workshop in the basement of their stronghold. The narrative tension escalates when Shersui, now addressed as Lulan by her parents, confronts her mother with newfound boldness. Covered in soot and no longer dressed in her usual refined manner, she declares to her shocked father, as a final act, take responsibility for once in your life. This dramatic confrontation shows Shersue's transformation from an obedient daughter to someone determined to end her family's harmful legacy. She tells her father, you're the Tanuki master of a village of foxes. Let's pull off one last trick, suggesting they work together one final time. Their last trick is revealed to be triggering an avalanche that buries the clan's armory under snow and destroying their gunpowder supplies. When confronted about this sabotage by other clan members, Shersui calmly states, you knew we had no chance to win, before telling her father she will see Mother off, implying she plans to deal with her mother personally. This act of sabotage coincides perfectly with the Royal Guard's attack, creating chaos among the SherClan's defenses. The Royal Guard's attack sequence showcases impressive military tactics, with Jinshi leading the charge while emphasizing minimal casualties. Don't kill those who have no will to fight. Capture them. During this attack, we witness a pivotal revelation. Jinshi is identified as the former crown prince, who stepped down when Lady Gyokyu gave birth to a prince. This explains his extraordinary influence in the palace despite his young age of 19, not 25 as Mao Mao had assumed. The revelation of Jinshi's royal blood puts his relationship with Mao Mao in a new context, and explains why someone with his beauty and talents holds such significant power. Amid the chaos of battle, Mao Mao finds herself cornered in a room, hoping that whoever finds her will be reasonable. To her surprise, Jinshi himself appears, immediately showing concern about the blood on her clothes. Their reunion demonstrates their unique dynamic, with Mao Mao casually explaining it's just snake blood, while Jinshi expresses disproportionate worry. This moment of lightheartedness amid the serious military operation highlights the special bond between these characters. A particularly moving scene occurs when Lahaku discovers the bodies of children who have taken poison, rather than face execution, as members of the SherClan. When Mao Mao explains they drank poison knowing they would be executed otherwise, Lahaku explains the harsh reality. Women, children, it doesn't matter. Yet he shows his compassionate side by deciding to secretly bury the children properly rather than allowing them to be treated as criminals, asking Mao Mao to help bail me out if he gets in trouble for this act of mercy. The episode's conclusion focuses on Mao Mao's internal promise to honor what Shui entrusted to her. While not explicitly stated, it's implied that Shui has likely taken her own life rather than face capture or become like her mother. The parting gift she gave to Mao Mao, a hairpin placed in her collar rather than her hair, symbolizes their connection and the responsibility Mao Mao now carries to remember Shui's story. When Shui says, "Please take care of the rest," she's entrusting Mao Mao with carrying forward some aspect of her legacy or perhaps watching over her sister Sui Rui. This finale masterfully balances political intrigue with deeply personal stories. The revelation about Jinshi's royal heritage transforms our understanding of the palace dynamics and explains why he's been so invested in finding capable people like Mao Mao to solve the court's mysteries. His leadership of the Royal Guard attack demonstrates his capability beyond mere court politics, showing he possesses military acumen as well as administrative skill. Shui's arc reaches its tragic but fitting conclusion. Throughout the season, she's been portrayed as a woman trapped by circumstances but secretly rebelling in small ways. Her final act of sabotaging her family's defenses represents her ultimate rebellion, choosing to end the cycle of power and abuse rather than perpetuate it. By ensuring her family's defeat while minimizing bloodshed, she finds a way to fulfill her duty as she sees it, while also breaking free from the path her parents laid out for her. Her warning to Mao Mao about becoming like her mother now takes on additional meaning. She has ensured she will never become her mother by choosing her own end. The episode's title, Royal Guard, has multiple meanings. Literally, it refers to the elite military unit led by Jinshi that attacks the SherClan stronghold. But metaphorically, it also represents how different characters guard what they value. Shui guarding her sister's future by sacrificing herself, Jinshi guarding his people by leading a strategic attack designed to minimize casualties, and even Lahaku guarding basic human dignity by promising proper burials for innocent children. The visual storytelling in this episode deserves special mention. The contrast between Shui's elegant appearance in earlier scenes and her soot-covered, determined look during the confrontation with her parents visually represents her transformation from obedient daughter to independent agent. Similarly, the smoke-filled halls of the SherClan stronghold create a sense of an era ending, the power structure literally going up in flames as Shui's actions ensure her family's defeat. Looking ahead to a potential third season, several plot threads remain to be explored. Jinshi's revealed royal status will inevitably affect his relationship with Mao Mao, potentially creating new complications. The aftermath of the SherClan's defeat will likely reshape the political landscape of the imperial court. And the hairpin Shui gave to Mao Mao may prove significant in future storylines, perhaps containing some secret or serving as a key to hidden knowledge. As the season draws to a close with the ominous title for the next episode, The Sure Clan, viewers are left with a bittersweet feeling. Mao Mao has been rescued and Jinshi's true identity revealed, but at the cost of Shirsui's apparent sacrifice. The complex moral questions raised throughout the season, about duty, family, power, and personal freedom, remain unresolved, reflecting the messy reality of the world these characters inhabit. What makes the Apothecary Diaries so compelling is precisely this refusal to offer simple answers, instead inviting viewers to contemplate how these characters navigate impossible choices within a rigid social structure. By balancing political intrigue, personal drama, and philosophical questions about duty and identity, this finale cements the Apothecary Diaries as one of the most thoughtful anime series in recent years. Mao Mao's journey from kidnapped apothecary to crucial player in imperial politics continues to evolve in unexpected ways, promising even more intricate mysteries and moral dilemmas should the story continue.